Are you pregnant and need help to decide whether to have an abortion from someone who respects your choices? You're in the right place. This is the second of a 3-part abortion counseling session called Before Abortion, Making a Choice You Can Live With. I'm Charlotte Taft. I have counseled with hundreds of women before and after abortion. I want you to know that I believe in you and your choices. That means I support you in doing whatever you decide is best for you and your life, whether that's having an abortion, having a baby, or placing for adoption. The purpose of these recordings is to help you explore your thoughts and feelings so you can make a choice you are confident about and that you can really live with. These materials represent my personal opinions gathered from years of experience counseling with women. Each person is different. There is no guarantee as to outcome. My counsel is not intended to replace the advice of your physician or any other trusted advisors. If you're suffering from emotional or psychiatric illness, depression, or suicidal thoughts, please complete this process with the care and guidance of a trusted counselor or physician. And please do not use this recording while driving. In this 15-minute session, we will look more at the feelings and thoughts associated with pregnancy and abortion. The decision you make will have an enormous impact on your life and your future. Being pregnant can make you very aware of what is working and what isn't working in your life. Facing this choice involves emotions, spiritual or religious beliefs, morality, the man involved, often family, and religious or cultural pressure. It can also bring up many questions. Is the man involved someone you would want to as a father to your children? What other important relationships are in your life? Are you in a good financial situation? Are you already struggling to meet the needs of other children? Do you have the education you want? Are you ready to be a parent? Is abortion a choice you can make and still remember your own goodness? No matter what choice you make, you can use this as a time to take stock of your life and to make the changes that will help you create the future you want. If you are blaming yourself right now, remember that your body is biologically designed to become pregnant whenever it is possible. Your body doesn't know if you want to have a baby, or if you are in a good relationship, or if you already have children to care for, if you think you are too young or too old, or if you have other important dreams. A woman may have more than 30 years of fertility in her life, more than 360 ovulations. So it is not surprising that according to the Guttmacher Institute, about half the women having an abortion have already had one. The difficulty of obtaining affordable, easily accessible, and effective birth control is part of why some women find themselves with more than one unsupportable pregnancy. Every situation and circumstance is different, but the decision is always yours. It is not just your right, it is your responsibility to decide when and whether to bring new life into the world through your body. Some women say, I have to have an abortion because I drank too much or took drugs. If you are truly concerned that you may have taken a substance that could hurt the fetus, or if you have other genetic concerns, please consult with a genetics expert. Don't cheat yourself by using that as an excuse to avoid making a real choice. Many women say that their head says one thing and their heart says another. I want to help you bring your head and your heart together. Connecting your head and your heart requires checking in with yourself and having an inner conversation. This conversation is essential, not for your survival, but for your wholeness and well-being. The work we are doing together is not just about abortion. It is also providing tools to help you handle the sometimes challenging business of being a grown-up woman with grace, integrity, and your own sense of wholeness. If you've become pregnant without intending to, you can think it is fate or meant to be, Or you can use your head and your heart to decide what you really want. When your head and your heart are connected, you can make a choice you can live with. One important tool that will help you in this situation is becoming more aware of what you are thinking and feeling. Have you ever noticed a judgmental or critical voice in your head? Many of us have them. Do you have a voice that is cruel to you? When you notice one of those voices, you don't need to interact with it, argue with it, or agree with it. The voice is not yours. You would never be as mean to anyone as that voice is to you. When you hear that voice, try just saying, "Thank you for sharing." What would happen if you stopped listening to the mean voices inside your head that are telling you that you're bad or stupid or selfish, and instead started listening to the positive voice of your own inner wisdom? What would that feel like? What would your life be like if you stopped settling for things you know just aren't as they should be? What would it be like to live knowing that you are in charge of your own happiness? Chances are you're having a hard time right now, so be gentle with yourself. Tension makes everything more difficult, so let's just relax a bit. Let your eyes close if you want. Take a deep breath in and hold it while you count 1, 2, 3. Then let it all out slowly with a sigh. Good. Now take another deep breath and hold it in. 1, 2, 3. Let it all out. Very good. Notice where the tension is in your body. Is it in your jaw, your neck, your chest, your stomach? Wherever you feel it, just keep breathing like this and let that tension drain away. Pause the video and take some more deep breaths if you want to. It's so easy to do this, and you can do it when you have trouble sleeping or any time in any place you feel anxious, afraid, or overwhelmed. We sometimes get the idea that every woman is supposed to feel happy and excited to learn she's pregnant. The truth is that for many women, pregnancy is a terrible shock, or a confusing mixture of excitement and fear. Because women don't often talk openly about their conflicting feelings about being pregnant, you might think you are all alone out there, but you are not. Many women feel this way. Abortion is a serious choice, and it is also a normal part of many, many women's lives. But it doesn't have to be a tragedy. A tragedy is having no choice. Years ago, I was very upset when I found out that a young friend of mine had called the anti-abortion group Right to Life when she needed a pregnancy test. I said, "Didn't you know they were against abortion?" "No," she said. "I thought that was the perfect name for an abortion clinic. Don't I have a right to my life?" Unfortunately, we don't hear a lot that says we even have a right to our own lives. But we do. You do. Being pregnant and not wanting to be is something most women think they will never have to face. It can bring up lots of fears and can even make you doubt your own sense of goodness. But what do you think all the tears and sleepless nights and worry are about? It's because you are a good woman and you want to do the best you can in this difficult situation. Many women have told me that having an abortion gave them the chance to be better mothers, either in the future or to the children they already had. It is time for us to respect ourselves for the hard choices we make. Even if you're already feeling sure that you want an abortion, I hope you'll take the time to do the exercises in session 3 and reinforce your confidence. Most women who choose abortion feel relieved and are satisfied with the decision they have made. But when women don't work through their thoughts and feelings before having an abortion, they sometimes find themselves ashamed and silenced afterwards, doubting themselves and wondering if they did the right thing, being vulnerable to those who blame and judge them, even the judgmental voice in their own head. If you face this as a good, strong, and powerful woman, capable of making a choice that is in harmony with what you know is right for you, then you can make your decision in a way that can give you peace and truly transform your life. Some people believe abortion can be a moral choice. Other people believe it's always wrong and should be illegal. But beliefs are not the same as experience. Now that you are pregnant, you may find yourself unsure of what you really believe. We develop many of our beliefs as children when we are taught what is right and wrong by our family or church or community. But in our adult lives, we often face problems that are more complicated than right and wrong. There are situations that have no easy answers. Some women in your situation are grappling with feelings of guilt. Guilt is what we experience when we violate our own values. But lately, it may seem as though you're going to violate some values no matter what you do. If you have a baby you don't want or can't take care of, that seems wrong. If you have an abortion that some people think is immoral, that seems wrong. What decision can you make that truly matches your own values? In this complicated situation, perhaps the closest you can come is to honor your deepest sense of what is best for you, and then recognize and forgive yourself for your human imperfection. If you are determined to feel guilty, you will. But everyone else in your life pays a price when you are focused on yourself and how bad you are. Wouldn't it be smarter to use all the energy it takes to feel guilty to focus on your future and on all the people and things in your life that you love? The choice is up to you. When we are in a crisis, sometimes it seems as though we revert to feeling like a little child. But it's not fair to ask a little girl part of you to make this choice. So it is essential to summon the wisest, most adult part of you that you can. If you're scared that your family might be punished for having an abortion, wouldn't that punishment come from the God you believe in as an adult? Or is that more like the actions of a mean, angry father? If you believe in God, what kind of God do you believe in? If you've been against abortion in the past, or if your religion taught that abortion was murder, it only makes sense that it may be more difficult for you to come to terms with this choice. That's why I'm inviting you to consider deep and profound questions in this next third session. No matter what your age, finding your own way, discovering your own voice, and knowing your own true beliefs is one of the challenges of being a grown-up person. Tune into Section 3 for exercises that will help you see what you're thinking and feeling about having an abortion. You'll probably want to do this section over a period of time, taking breaks when you need to. To complete Session 3, you'll need a notebook, something to write with, a pad of paper, and a place with privacy. Thanks for letting me be part of this very important journey. Goodbye until next time.